Hello, welcome back to another video of structure and written expression. It's me Julie, and in this video I'll be discussing over a noun. It is very common that in TOEFL we should be able to identify or to review whether the noun is correct or not. Here are three things that you should be aware of when checking if the noun is correct or not. We'll discuss over them one by one in the next slide. First is to check whether the noun is singular or plural. Here are the clues. A singular countable noun should use one of these before it. You see article a or n, they have the same meaning. The difference is that a is placed before a noun whose sound is started by consonant. For example, a sector, while n is placed before a singular countable noun whose first sound is a vowel. For example, an example, an hour, and many more. The other clues are like one, every, each, single, and the. Article the actually can be used for either singular or plural or maybe uncountable noun. Let's get back to the example. If you see in a sentence a sector or an example, then the use of the noun is correct. Oh, I put a PS in here. It is very common to have a noun like this. One of the students. So you see the structure, one of the plural noun. This is correct, everyone, but the subject is singular, which is one. If you see one of the student, then the noun is wrong. It must be one of the students. And also, if you see something like this, each sectors, then the noun is wrong. It's supposed to be each sector because each indicates a singular countable noun. If it is plural, there are clues that you can see like 2, 3, 4, and etc. Many, several, or some. A number, various, both, few, a few, fewer, the, and a lot of. If you see in a sentence a number sectors, then this noun is correct. This is plural. If you see a number sector, then it is wrong. Take a look at the second example, various sector. This is wrong because various must be followed by a plural noun. So it's supposed to be various sectors. And the next thing that you should be aware of, whether the noun has irregular plural form. The clue is check the noun if the plural agrees with the verb. You know, regular plural nouns usually have s or es at the end of the word. For example, sectors, students, houses, horses. But if it is irregular, then the forms are irregular. Please check this slide for more examples of irregular plural nouns. For example, you say 1 foot because it's singular, and you say 2 feet, not 2 foots, because it is irregular. 2 feet, 1 foot, or 1 tooth, 3 teeth. You should be familiar with these kinds of irregular plural nouns so you can make sure if the verbs are correct or not. For example, like this, a number hypotheses are shown in the report. Hypothesis is the plural form of hypothesis. Check this one. So this sentence is correct because the noun is correct and the verb is correct. Plural, plural. And the determiner is correct as well. Now the next thing that you should be aware of is whether the noun is uncountable or not. Usually, for uncountable nouns, we have these determiners: amount, much, little, less, the, a lot of, and some. So it is okay to say a large amount of money. This is correct because we have a mountain here. But if you see a large number of money, then it is wrong because number is used for countable nouns. Look at the next example. Much informations. Information is one example of uncountable noun. And what is wrong with this example is the use of s. Uncountable nouns do not have plural forms, so it's supposed to be much information. You can also say little information, less information, the information, a lot of information, or some information. But you must not say many information, and information, both information. No, they are wrong. Then the last thing that you should be aware of is whether the noun is a person or a thing. The clue is that you should check the vocabulary whether it is correct to show a person or to show a thing. What you can do is to check the meaning. For example, in here, this is correct, but take a look at the second example. She has received several awards for her research in engineer. This example is incorrect because of this word. Engineer is a person, while in here we need a thing telling about the field of engineering. Once again, check the meaning, whether it makes sense or not. Okay, now let's see the practice here. We need to find the part which is wrong. The first one, the answer is A. A kind reminder, everyone, if parts of a sentence are not underlined, that means those parts are correct. There is nothing wrong with them. A is wrong because here we have one. One is a determiner for a singular countable noun, while in here we have a plural noun. So A is wrong. It is supposed to be one scientific field. It's pretty easy, yeah? You don't need a minute to answer this one. But I would like to invite you to review the other options. B is correct because the subject is plural, amateurs, and the verb is plural verb, play. C is okay because we have A. A is a determiner for a singular countable noun, right? And role is singular. D is correct because the structure is parallel. You see, in accumulating, verbing, researching, and publishing. Now let's check the second one. The answer is A. You know why? Because the noun is research. Research is an uncountable noun. You must not use many for uncountable nouns. Many is for countable nouns. So it's supposed to be maybe much, a lot of, or some. Let's review the other options, shall we? B is correct because the subject is uncountable noun, yeah, research. And uncountable noun is categorized as singular subject, so B is correct, provides. C is correct, some information, some is okay for uncountable noun like information. D is correct because this verb is singular verb and it is related to this noun. Anyway, I reviewed the other options just so you know, okay? In the real test, if you are sure of your answer, then you can go on to the next question. You don't have to spend your time to review everything, okay? Well, that is my explanation about nouns. I hope it helps you identify whether the nouns in the sentence are correct or not. I'll see you in the next one.